Alright, yes guys, good morning. How's everyone doing today? Alright, so today it seems way better than yesterday. We actually have some very clean levels. Sell side down here, which is resting literally just above that daily fair value gap. So I'm going to go over the bias for today. It's going to be this daily fair value gap. I want price to reach towards previous daily low, okay, and then towards sell side down at this daily fair value gap, okay. If you look at the 4 hour, looking pretty clean. We have a unicorn model on the higher time frame, alright. So we've got a breaker block here, paired perfectly with that fair value gap. We're starting to respect that gap and we're closing out of it, okay? So we've gone into that gap, we've respected it and we're leaving it. So I'm expecting the next draw to be this low, which is previous daily low. And obviously on the daily, I'm expecting the price to draw towards this target here. Of course, there's no need to target this, right? We can make enough profit if we target previous daily low. Yeah, we'll see what we get in market open. All right, we display some now. So I'm gonna be taking an entry off this bearish break block if we get an entry. Right,
order filled.
Stop loss going to be just above that high there, 195.25. Okay, ideally I want to see a huge closure below this low, and then we can start trading our stops. Alright, here we go. But yeah, as soon as it breaks this low, we'll be moving our stop testing high. Alright, and then at that point it's pretty much a risk-free trade. So as long as we can break that low, there we go. There we go. 180. Alright, move the stops to 180. But yeah, right now it's a risk-free trade. We are floating quite a lot here, so feel free to take partials. Up to you how you manage your position. Guys, let's get one in the chat if you're still in this with me. Come on. Let's go, boys. Let's go. We're all fucking in. All of us are in. We're not selling. We're going to monitor ES as well. If ES somehow takes that low, then we'll close out. This is going to be a crazy trade of hits. Crazy, crazy trade. Alright. We're going to close half there. So right now, that's about 40 points secured. Alright, keep your stops at this thing high. Hence, we're closing out 50%. We're just taking some partials to be safe, just in case it reverses on us. But I've got pretty good confidence that we're going to head lower. So if we inverse this, then I would continue holding your full position. If you haven't already closed 50%, if we inverse this gap, then it's pretty much guaranteed. It's not guaranteed, but you know, I would hold your full position. Okay, here we go. 152, gonna be moving my stop to here in a profit. Trail stops. 22, 152. I'm going to close another one there, guys.
Order filled.
Just because we inverse that gap. So close a further 80% there. Sorry, further 30%. So that's around 55 handles secured so far. So yeah, 80% of your position, we're literally holding one more contract to that TP, and we'll see if we get it or not. W hit a 6 risk to reward. Let's go, bro. Fully closed out. Let's go, boys. Let's fucking go. Ben fixture limit order. Yeah, I just noticed, bro. I keep forgetting. L Trump W Keswick. That's funny. A W for my first Zoom. Let's go, bro. First time here, yeah? We're also going to be breaking down this trade in a minute, so stay tuned for that, guys, right? Once we get stopped out, or we either hit TP or we get stopped out in the trail, yeah, we'll start to break this trade down and explain to you why I decided to take that trade. You're going to trade secondary macro? No. Since we've taken a W already for this first macro, there's no need to risk our profits in the second one. We'll just come back tomorrow. Those are my rules, right? I know some traders, they take a win, they keep trading, and that works for them, right? That works for them, and they take like 2-3 W's in a day. That's totally fine. Me personally, I can only take 1 to 2 decisions maximum, okay? 2 money, financial based decisions in a day, and after that I start to kind of lose focus, and it goes downhill, my mental capacity. So 2 decisions for me, that's it, you know? After that, you're kind of just gambling. So I like to do, 2 trades max, and then I close the charts and I come out the next day. Because you're not also losing money, right? You're also losing mental capacity. So if you take 5 losses in a day, and then you come out the next day, that's going to destroy your confidence. So if you do see A+ up, you might not take it and you might miss out, just because you took all of them losses yesterday. So it's not money, right? It is money, but it's also mental clarity, okay? That's very important, guys. Very rarely I'll take 3 trades in a day, right? And that's only if the second trade is a break-even trade and I didn't lose anything, and I see an A+ setup. Then only some cases I'll take a 3rd trade, but that is very rare. Usually I'm out after 2.
Order filled.
Okay, there you have it. Stopped out. Very decent trade, and very glad we took partial profits there. Okay, that's why it's also important to take partial profits, because if we didn't take any partial profits, we would have got stopped out. Good trade today, guys. Very clean price action. Let's break this trade down, all right? But before we do that, let's get some ones in the chat. Who secured some profits on that? Let's see how many people secured some gains. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Fucking hell, it's a lot of ones. Let's go, guys. Amazing stuff. 2K profit. Let's go. Nice, bro. Green on all accounts. Amazing. Okay, cool. So let's break this trade down. Why did I take shorts? Why was my buy short in the morning, etc., etc. Okay. So starting off on the daily time frame, this is when I always start. Okay, I like to mark out my daily highs and lows. So which lows are significant, which lows and highs are obvious. You want to mark these out on the daily time frame. So this high, clearly an obvious buy for liquidity pool, and we're getting very close to that. So potential drawn liquidity. These relatively equal lows. Very, very clean on the daily chart. Of course, that's quite a big move. So we're most likely not going to get there for a few days, few weeks. And this daily fair value gap. Okay, very clear drawn liquidity, and hence we didn't inverse this bearish gap here, right? We didn't inverse this in the daily time frame. So that told me, okay, we might not hit this buy side liquidity pool. We might reverse here, come back to this daily fair value gap first, and then head higher. Okay, so this was my draw on the day. Then I hop into the 4 hour, see if I can find any PD arrays, such as fair value gaps, breaker blocks, etc. And I noticed that we have this clear unicorn model, right? High, low, high. High, high, lower, low. Displacement. This is your breaker block, lowest down close candle within that price leg, paired with the fair value gap. Okay, so price was respecting that gap. It was coming out of it, and with a nice strong closure out of that gap. So hop into the 15-minute time frame, and I look for a potential entry, right? So on the 1 minute, once we had that macro 945, okay, well before that we actually had this 930 open long setup here, right? So this was unicorn to go long. We tapped in the 15-minute order block to the left of us, displays higher, and this got violated. Okay, so once this long bullish setup got violated and ran through, I knew that we're most likely going to head lower. Okay, now this gap here I didn't take it because it was outside the macro. And there was another gap at 945, which was the 3-minute fair value gap. So at the time, when we tapped into this 3-minute, we didn't break below this low. So we didn't have a market structure shift. So hence we didn't break below any lows. We haven't broken out of this range. I wasn't feeling too confident taking this fair value gap short here. So I decided to be more safe and wait for a 1-minute market structure shift and a displacement break below. And then I just entered off the bearish breaker block straight away. Okay, and there was a tiny gap here as well. You could have entered off. I entered off the breaker, stop loss for the swing high, and then of course target the next drawn liquidity, which is previously low. We tapped into this 1 minute fair value gap here to the left of us, which was unfilled, came down to around 50%. So once we hit 50%, I closed 50% of my position, and then once we had this next displacement, I closed another 30% because we inversed that gap. And I was holding one more contract. Unfortunately, it got stopped out in a profit, but it's all good. We secured decent gains on that trade there, 55 handles. But yeah, guys, cool to stream here. I hope all of you enjoyed. Hope you lot made some money. But yeah, other than that, guys, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you lot in tomorrow's live stream session. All right, take it easy.